So the next one I'll be looking at is Attorney General, because it's very, very important. He will lead government prosecution and also the Minister of Justice. So both, he will be working closely with the oral committee, because the oral committee, like I said, can only bring findings, but it takes the Attorney General, the special prosecutor, to prosecute these people and to make sure that they secure a court judgment. Either they should pay back to Ghana or they should go to jail. So the Attorney General is very critical. Once again, listen to the propaganda Paul. Like I said, take his propaganda bias for the MPP out and listen to some of the things he's saying, and after that we'll tell you who we think should go for this position.
This is the big one. Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Godfrey Dame's position. Everybody wants Godfrey Dame's position. Everyone wants Godfrey Dame's position. Look at the list, and it may be longer. So let's start. Let's begin with Marietta Brew. Now, Marietta Brew is the former Attorney General, yeah? Cheers. And she handed over to Gloria Kufu, who was Godfrey Dame's first boss as he was Deputy Attorney General. Now, Marietta Brew's name was placed on the transition. You remember the transition, the WEC, the transition, what is still going on, the NDC transition. And Marietta Brew's name came up as the responsible for Justice and Ministry of Attorney General and all of that. Within a few hours, Marietta Brew's name was taken off the list and was replaced by Mahama Yariga, another lawyer. So, as of now, President-elect John Dramani Mahama and his office take their legal advice relating to what's happening at the transition from Mahama Yariga. Okay, so does that suggest anything? That Mahama Yariga may be Attorney General? I don't know. But this is what has happened at the transition. Marietta was there, her name taken off, and Mahama Yariga brought in. All right, who are the other contestants for the slot? Dominic Ayini, who many people think is entitled. He must have it. Why? Because Dominic Ayini was Deputy Attorney General. Dominic Ayini was a lecturer in the university. He taught me, it was intellectual property, I think. He taught me at Legon in law. So he was a young lecturer in the university, loved by many students. We all liked him. We liked him because he had a flamboyant Volvo car, and he would allow us to stand around his car and look into the car and look at the engine and look at the seats. And as young students, we were always fascinated by a beautiful car, etc., etc. And Dominic Ayini had a beautiful story about the car. He bought it when he was doing his PhD in America, and he shipped it to Ghana. When he came back, green, beautiful Volvo. We all liked it. And you always know when Dominic is there. When you're a student and you have any trouble, you go to Dominic. Everyone will tell you. You don't have to worry about anything. They'll tell you, go to Dr. Dominic. You get to his office, you tell him, boss, I'm in trouble. The IA, those of us who are, those of us who have those problems. The IA was done and I wasn't there, and I was in Parliament, and when I came back, they done the IA. He'll look at you and laugh and say, don't worry, I'll manage it for you. And Dominic will help you. He'll always help you. So he was a great person that every student liked. And we didn't know that he was political. We didn't know that Dominic was political at all. Raymond Atububatu taught us in the same season, and you will see a bit of Raymond's left-wing politics coming out when he's teaching. Dominic actually came across as a right-wing thinker. I have to say that. Dominic Ayini, when he was teaching us, came across as a right-wing thinker. But eventually, he joined politics and joined the NDC. Many of the students Dominic had taught and many of his colleagues at the university thought that Dominic's joining the NDC was a very positive and useful addition, because they felt that the NDC didn't have the type of Dominic Ayini in their mix. And so Dominic coming in was very, very useful. Okay, so Dominic came in and became Deputy Attorney General, self President Mahama. He's a member of Parliament, by the way. Remember that in these appointments that President Mahama is making, being a member of Parliament is a big plus. Big plus. We'll talk about that on Thursday. So that's Dominic Ayini, yeah? Now, Dominic Ayini was Deputy Attorney General. If that fracas, the infamous fracas that happened in Parliament on 7 January 2021, the one that brought Speaker Bagwin to power, if that fracas had not happened, and Professor Michael Quay had been elected as was expected to be the Speaker of Parliament, Dominic Ayini, his name had been proposed for First Deputy Speaker. That is the level of respect that the NDC MPs have for him. They felt in 2021 that Dominic Ayini should be the Speaker of First Deputy Speaker of Parliament. So the circumstances are clear now. Dominic Ayini doesn't even feel he has to ask for it. The people who support Dominic Ayini expect President Mahama to know that your Attorney General is Dominic Ayini. There's no ifs and buts, no pussyfooting about it. That's what they expect. So that's what is happening now. Okay, assuming that the NDC was looking to get an Attorney General who was going to drive hard at it, and as we say in the parlance, deal with it. Drive hard at it and deal with it. They might be looking. And in terms of those who have been doing the NDC cases, those who have been going to court for the NDC cases, Opuni people, Richard Japa lawyers, and all of those NDC lawyers who have been fighting the political battle in court, they have been led by Thaddeus Sori. So, for that group of people who have been quite instrumental in keeping the NDC's image afloat and in making sure that the judicial system is not used to bully the NDC, for those people who laid down their legal career to fight the cause of John Dramani Mahama, they all think that now that John Dramani Mahama is elected with such a large majority, it is time to remember Thaddeus Sori. So, they are thinking, Mr. President, Thaddeus Sori is not a member of Parliament, he's not even a regular politician, but if you want somebody who can deal with it, you have to come to Thaddeus. Interesting, isn't it? All right. Then other people are talking. You don't want to give it to Mahama Yariga, who is a member of Parliament. You don't want to give it to Dominic Ayini, who is a member of Parliament. Mr. President, you cannot take the Attorney General from outside Parliament. So if you don't want any of these people, we present to you Idrisu Haruna, if he doesn't become speaker. So that's the list for the attorney generals for Godfrey Dame's position. My producer tells me that I can't go on with the rest because I have to go to other topics. We'll come to governor. Oh, Toby Afeda is here, my good friend. Toby Afeda is here for governor. We'll come to that on Thursday. Foreign affairs, all of them are here. We'll come to that on Thursday. Betty Mo, Education, fantastic. Professor Clement Park. Everybody wants a Duchum's job. We'll come to that on Thursday. Chief of staff will be Julius Debra. That I can say now. And end the appointments here. I have to begin to say congratulations to Julius Debra. It looks like that's settled. That one.
Guys, so that is it. And among all this thing, if you ask me, I think we should give it to so for the attorney general position, we think they should give it to Thaddeus. Sorry. Yes, of course, Mahama Yariga is correct, and Yini and the rest, but we want somebody who will go straight into prosecution, because we are serious. Straight into prosecution, like straight. You should do the work, prosecuting former appointees who have misappropriated funds, prosecuting those who are in current administration, also prosecuting people who have taken advantage of our water bodies, Galamsey and the rest. Let's give it to Thaddeus, sorry. Or better still, we can give the overall boss to Ahini, then we let Thaddeus sorry be his deputy, so that he will be doing the dirty work together, because I think Ahini there is just too good. He's just too good and merciful. We want somebody who is serious, you understand, who will put mercies aside and deal with justice. Yeah, so this is what I think. And Mahama Yariga will be having a lot of work to do, and I think he can be the new leader for NDC. Yes, or probably maybe they are looking for a new majority leader for NDC in parliament. Maybe they are looking for somebody who will be wild. I don't know how wild he will be if he is supposed to face this guy. What's the name of this fancy guy? What's the name? The MPP Alexander Afenyomakin. Yeah, so I don't know, but for Mahama Yariga as the attorney general, no. Just for yes, let's go into action. Either Dominic Anyine, then with Thaddeus Sorry as his deputy, or you make Thaddeus Sorry the substantive, and we are good to go. Because I will not even advise you make Thaddeus Sorry substantive, because he will now get used, even though he understands the legal system, he may now get used, he may now have to adapt to the office of the attorney general. So just put Dr. Dominic Anyine there, then you make Thaddeus Sorry his deputy. We are good to go. Yes, of course, Marietta Prudence, they've done their best. It's okay. They should go for others to come also do their best. This is what I think. Justice MSC Canada. Let me know what you think. I'm out. Bye.